Okay, so welcome to yoga class this morning, everybody. Today we're going to work on our solar plexus area, solar plexus. So that's this area right in here, right in the center of your body. It's one of the chakra centers. And so we're going to start in a seated pose. And let's just go ahead and bring one hand or both of your hands right onto that solar plexus area. Yeah. And then relax your shoulders. Good. And then go ahead and float your eyes closed just to begin practice. We're going to just take some nice, long, deep breaths. And as you breathe in, I want you to feel your solar plexus rise up. And then as you exhale, feel it sink back. Yeah, so we're just observing and feeling the motion of our breath. But just continue on at your own pace. So the breath is nice and relaxed. It's as deep as is comfortable for you. And again, coming into this space. So the solar plexus, the emotions that are attached to it are ego, fears, and a feeling of lack of power. And so it's sort of tied to how we see ourselves and the roles that we play. And all of these are impacted by old family patterns and trauma and our community. And so when we tap into this and get this energy nice and flowing, it gives us the power to show up safely and show up as ourself and to break those patterns that sometimes we're not even aware of so that we can be our best self and move forward. So really, all of these areas, all of these chakras are incredibly important for many reasons. And this one is, just to get that sense of self and that everything's going to be okay. And I don't have to be my negative behavior patterns. And what are they? And they're not me sometimes, many times. All right, and now we're going to take a nice deep breath in collectively. You can relax your hands back onto your lap and breathe out. Just let the breath out through your mouth. We're going to do 2 more, and as we breathe in all the way. And as you exhale with the sound of ah. Yeah, that ignites that area. One more, nice big breath in. And just let it go with the sound of ah. That happens when you eat something that tastes good or you smell something, whatever it is. It's this nice sense of wakening up that area. Good. And then keeping your eyes closed if that's available to you, just start to do some neck rolls at your own pace. Just start to circle the top of your head around in circles so the whole head follows. Nice and slowly, just observe what's going on and how your neck feels today. And then when your chin comes back to your chest, just go ahead and circle the opposite direction. Yeah, and just observe, again, your body today, what's going on with your body. Good. And then the next time that your chin comes to chest, pause, press down into your toes, and slowly lift your head back up. Good. All right. Relax your arms down alongside your body. If you have handles on chairs you're sitting on, bring them to the outside of the handles. You're going to inhale and lift your shoulders up to your ears. Try to touch your earlobes. Feel that little bit of tension right in your shoulders. And then exhale and just relax your shoulders down. Good. And a couple more. Inhale, lift the shoulders up. Feel the stretching on your side body, that whole area, getting some nice space. Exhale, relax your shoulders down. And then just organically roll your shoulders back, relax the arms, roll your shoulders forward, arms relaxed. Good. And now we're going to scoot a little bit forward in our chair. Good. And we're going to bring our hands into pancake. We're going to pancake our hands. And they're not resting on our chest. They're a little bit away, maybe 6 inches away from our chest. And then we're going to get a nice tall spine, nice and relaxed. And we're going to inhale our body to the right. And then we're going to exhale to the left. So inhale as you go to the right, exhale left. Inhale right, exhale left. Just make this comfortable. Right, exhale left. Maybe we'll speed it up a little bit. Inhaling right, exhaling left. Just coming side to side. Inhaling to one side, exhaling to the other. Good. And then slowly come back to center. Relax the hands, relax the shoulders, relax arms. Good. Wiggle it out. Good. That's your only homework for the week, right? Or for your life. Whenever you're starting to feel that tension, just start wiggling and moving your body. Just get the prana energy back up. Big breaths. That's what the whole purpose of this asana practice. Get that energy flowing. Good. Okay, so we're going to relax our arms again down alongside, either outside of the handles or just down alongside your body. Turn your right palm out, little side stretch for our spine. Big breath in as you float your arm up. So try to relax your shoulder and your arm as you lift your arm up towards the sky. Good. Take a nice big breath in. You can hold on to something with your left hand handle, or if you'd like, or just leave it hang. And as you exhale, reach up and then just lean over. Try to keep your right shoulder back, not collapse forward, and breathe. And maybe you turn your head up slightly towards the ceiling if that feels okay on your neck. If it doesn't, then just look forward or down, wherever it's comfortable. And then press into your feet and inhale, reach the head back up and float the arm down. Try to relax the arm as it floats down. Take the tension out. That'll help to not have your muscles constrict. Now turn the palm to the left, your left palm to the out and your left thumb back. Press down into your feet and reach your arm out and up. Nice and slow. The slower we go when we make movements, the more our muscles will trust us and not seize up, right? Once we get to wherever you are, it could be here, wherever it is, you're going to press into your feet and reach your fingertips up towards the sky, and then reach up and lean over to the right. Good. So same thing here. You can hold on to something with your right hand if that's comfortable. Left shoulders reaching back slightly. Maybe you look slightly up towards the sky, and breathe now into that left side rib cage. Yeah, again, that solar plexus area, getting some nice space there. Press down into your feet. Inhale, reach the arm and body back up, and then slowly you can turn the palm out, and slowly float that arm down. Yeah, allergies this season. And then roll the shoulders out. Good. All right. So we're going to do our lunge twist. So I don't know what chairs you have, but when we use these, the nice silver sneakers chairs without the sides, we've been doing lunge. So you're just going to, if you have restrictions, again, you're at the front of your chair. We're just going to see if you can turn to the side, to the right side of your chair. And if that's not available for you, if you have stuff in the way, then you can stay forward and just bring your right leg out to the side. Good. So you're either forward with your leg out to the side, and if that's not even serving you, you can keep your legs forward. Good. So either here or we're here. Now, if you're sitting sideways in your chair, I'm going to see if you can scoot to the edge a little bit. Maybe even that left hip falls off the seat a little bit. Grab the back of your chair for leverage and bring your left knee down towards the floor. So you're on the ball of your foot. Sorry, you can't see my foot probably in this screen, but you're up on the ball of your foot. Yeah. And again, this is just an option. If this is not serving you, just sit forward with that leg out to the side. Now we're all going to take our hands and bring them we're going to turn to the left, to the right, and bring your hands to the outside of this right leg. And then you're going to look back behind you over the right shoulder. Yeah. So again, either you're seated here looking over the right shoulder or you're in your lunge, right? And if you want to take the lunge further, you can take that back leg and slide those back toes further back to open up your lunge, only if you're in the lunge. Another option here, since we're turned here, we're breathing now all into that solar plexus. But another option is if you would like to take your hands and grab onto the back of the chair if you're in the lunge and twist a little bit deeper, just find your place. Getting a nice stretch in that whole center body, little massage for our internal organs, and you are breathing. Nice, 2 more breaths. Nice big breath in. And as you exhale, see if you can relax your body a little bit and twist a little bit more. Good. And now on your next exhale breath, soften everything. If you're holding onto your chair, bring your hands back to your thigh. Good. And then we're going to turn the body forward. Good. If you're in your lunge, you're going to take your that left hand to the back of your left thigh, and you're going to bring it up next to the right. Good. And then you're going to bring your body forward. And if you stay forward with your leg out, now we're going to bring our leg in. Good. Okay. So same thing on the other side. Let's just straighten our spine. Another thing to do, hopefully you're practicing this every day, especially if we sit a lot. You're going to inhale and try to lift your shoulders up. Try to lift the top of your head to touch the ceiling. Yeah, and exhale, relax everything down. All right, now we're just going to turn and do that same thing on the other side. So either you're going to take, if you're going to leave your legs here, or you're going to take your left leg out to the side, or you're going to bring your whole body over to the left, right? And then maybe that right hip bone is scooted off the edge of the chair. That'll give you a little more space for your lunge. Maybe not. Good. So hanging on to something if you're in your lunge, you can drop that right knee down towards the floor. Good. And you can even scoot your toes back a little bit, slide them back to open up the lunge. If that's too much, you come back. Good. All right, and now we're all going to take our hands and bring them to the outside of our left thigh. We're going to look forward. We're going to take a big breath in, and on an exhale breath, you're going to twist at your waist and look over that now left shoulder. Good. And again, if you're in your lunge, feel free to grab on to the back of your chair if that's available. That'll just give you a little bit deeper stretch, and find your breath. Nice big deep breath. Exhale, relax the body, twist a little bit more. One more. And this time, as you exhale, feel the whole body soften. If you're holding onto a chair behind you in a lunge, bring your body forward. If you're in the lunge, take that back leg and scoot it forward next to the front leg. We're going to bring ourselves back to the front of our chair. If you're seated with your leg out, you're going to bring your legs in. Good. All right. Nice work. All right. Relax the arms down alongside the body. Inhale, lift the chest. Roll the shoulders back. Melt them down. Good. And just wiggle, wiggle, wiggle it out. Okay. So coming into a little bit of of spine work here. We're going to take a nice big breath in. Again, get nice and tall, comfortably tall. Exhale, press your belly forward, press your chest forward, and then just lean your body forward, just a little bit. We're going to come into what's called Sphinx pose. So here, as we're leaning forward, you're going to bring your forearms onto your thighs. Yeah, just rest your forearms onto your thighs. Just let your fingers hang down towards your toes. Good. So we're basically just folding forward, and our forearms are on our thighs. Good. So keeping that body where it is, we're going to take a big breath in, and as you slowly exhale, excuse me, I want you to feel your chest drop and your belly drop towards the floor, even your body. So you're going to come a little bit further down with your upper body. You can't really see it that much in me, but I can feel it. You're going to drop your spine down. Good. And now on an inhale breath, you're going to just lift your chin up just slightly. Maybe even bring your gaze up towards the sky. It doesn't have to be your head, but just your gaze. Coming into Sphinx pose. See if you can relax your shoulders back and breathe. And now on an exhale breath, slowly drop your head back down. Good. Bring your hands onto your thighs. Press down into your thighs as you bring your body slowly back up. Good. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. So coming to our liver. So this solar plexus area is all about lots of organs, right? Stomach, spleen, liver, pancreas. So we're going to relax our arms down alongside our body. Get a little liver energy. We're going to reach your arms out to either side if that's available to you. You can always cactus your arms if that's more comfortable. Reach them out to the side. Once they're out there floating, see if you can relax your shoulders and just relax your arms. Take the tension out and then flip your fingers up towards the sky. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, press your palms into either side of the walls, like you want to touch the walls with your palms, and breathe. So you can't really see it in my body, but you can feel it in your body as you push your palms into the walls. Yeah, you feel that little bit of tension building up in your arms, and this is actually stimulating the liver to do its job. Yeah. And then as you exhale, relax your shoulders, relax your fingers, and then just drop your fingers, arms down, roll it out, and shake out the hands. Good. Okay, so we're gonna make our way up to standing for those that wanna do some standing poses. If not, you can remain seated in your chair or whatever you're sitting in. And we're gonna come to, I'll do this so you can see my head. To stand to the back of your chair. So the chairs are just nice. First of all, chair yoga is for everybody because it really helps us to keep our spine straight. And it also gives us a little thing to, something to hold onto. Okay, so we're just gonna step back a little bit from our chair, bring our feet out a little bit wider apart. And now you're gonna drop your hands off your chair. So have a nice sturdy base here. And we're just gonna inhale to one side and exhale to the other, just like we did, but we're gonna have floppy arms this time. So be mindful not to hit your chair. You might have to step back a little bit. If you are seated and the floppy arms are a little challenging, you can just take your arms out like this, right? And go side to side. Again, we're getting into that center body here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, one more, inhale, exhale, and come back to center. Relax the arms down, bring the feet back to hip distance apart. We're gonna float our arms out in front of us, make little fists with your hands, and just rotate your fists. Just be aware as we do these stretches with our hands and our feet, how much tension possibly builds up there. And then reverse, go the other way. And then relax the hands, extend the fingers out, lift the fingers up, and just wave side to side. In with your fingers and out. In, and you can feel the arms rotating with the hands. Maybe feel even a little bit of a massage in your shoulders. Good. Out and relax. Good. And shake it out. Good. Float the arms out to either side, lift the fingers up, and then do that same thing, wave side to side. Drawing your fingers back as far as they'll go and forward. And again, you can see the arms rotating back and the arms rotating forward, and even let that go through your shoulders. Yeah. Good. Fingers are up and relax. Good. And shake it out. Good. And kick your feet out as you shake your hands. Good. All right. Coming into our toes. So bringing our fingertips onto our chair if you're standing, and then lifting up onto the toes. So you lift your heels up. You can do this if you're seated or standing, and just start to march back and side to side, massaging out the balls of your feet. Now, if you want a little bit more of a challenge here, you can bring one hand onto your waist if you're standing. Yeah, and maybe even both hands onto your waist. And maybe you move a little forward and a little back. Good. And then relax your heels down. And then lifting your toes up. Again, you can bring your fingers back to your chair, lifting your toes up, marching onto the heels of your feet. Really try to lift those toes up. And now we're just going back and forth with the heels of our feet again. If you want to challenge, maybe one hand. Yeah, on the waist, maybe both. Whoa, I can't do that. I'm going to try though. Yeah, and relax. Good. And then rolling to the outsides of your feet, again, hands back to the chair. Just march onto the outsides. If you're seated, same thing. You just roll to the outsides of your feet. Good. And then back to center and insides of the feet. So tip the feet to the insteps and just massage that out a little bit. That should feel nice. Good. Okay, relax the body. Bring your hands into prayer position. You're going to separate the hands a little bit farther than shoulder apart. We're going to press into our feet as we reach our arms up. We're just coming into a beautiful little twist here. So take a nice big breath in, and as you exhale, relax the body, start to turn to the right, drop your arms halfway. Now, if you're seated and this is a little challenging with extended arms, you can cactus your arms and just come side to side. And then inhale, as the body comes forward, lift the arms up. And as you exhale, twist at your waist, plant your toes into the floor, turn to the left, look back. Inhale, slowly come back up. And exhale, over to the other side. Maybe you go a teeny bit further. And inhale, slowly come up. And exhale, over to the other side, now to the left. And inhale, slowly come back up. Exhale, if you're standing and you have your arms extended, let's all come to cactus arms here. Good, I just love this one. It just feels so good on the chest, opening up the chest. So just draw your upper arms back, your whole arm. Yeah, and then lift your chin and breathe. Big breath. As you exhale, see what you can relax. Can you soften your shoulders, your arms, stretch back just a little bit more? And then on your next exhale breath, just relax the shoulders, start to melt the arms down towards the floor. Good. And shake it out. Good. Wiggle out the shoulders, do a little twist. Like it's Friday night, let's just do a little party, Friday night party. Yeah. All right. So coming to a little bit of a back bend here. So taking your hands behind you, clasping them behind your back, sort of like that. Elbows can be bent, hands can be wherever they're comfortable on your back, right? And then take a big breath in. Now, if you're seated, you're just grabbing onto something, maybe the back of your chair somewhere. So we're opening up this chest again. Good. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, just start to slowly melt your hands down towards the floor. Slowly, right? Because the tendency is the shoulders want to seize up because it's like, what are you doing? Right? So you want to relax, melt them down. Good. If you're, again, seated, you're just holding on by something behind you. And then we're all going to lift our chin and breathe right into that heart space. Good. And then as you exhale, relax the body and just unclasp the hands, shake it out. Okay. So coming into warrior one pose, we haven't done that in a little while. We're going to start for the people standing. So the people seated, you're just going to stay seated in your chairs. People standing, you're going to take your right toes and step them back. I'm going to move my chair just so you can see my legs, but you don't move your chair, you use it. Yeah. And I'm in my socks. I forgot to put my shoes on. That's not good, right? No, do this with socks. Yeah. All right. So you're hanging onto your chair here. Now maybe you relax your hands down, right? And then we're all going to drop I got to take my socks off. This is just a lesson for you. It's either bare feet or shoes. Yes. Good. Okay. So dropping the heel, and then this front knee, this front leg, this left leg is bent. Good. Now we're going to reach the arms forward and up. So if you're seated, you're using the arms just as much as we are. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, just see if you can relax your shoulders and maybe bend to that left knee a little bit more. You're going to be feeling a stretch in the back calf muscle, right? Back hamstring a little bit. Good. Another big breath in. And exhale, just go ahead and drop your hands forward. Good. And then leaning forward, you can again grab onto your chair if you have that chair in front of you. Lean forward and bring that back leg forward. Good. All right, now we're going to step out to either side. Nice wide stance. Good. Then we're going to take our right toes, lift them up, out to the side and down. Left toes either forward or angled in slightly. Coming into our warrior two pose. So we're just going to stretch our arms out to either side. And as you exhale, just slowly bend that right knee just as much as is comfortable. Do not go beyond your toe because that is a little bit difficult on the knee joints. Good. All right, and then you're going to turn your gaze and look over that front middle right finger. You're going to take a nice big deep breath in. And as you exhale, relax the shoulders. So this is really a nice pose for many reasons. It's strengthening. See if you can hug your muscles into your bones. So tighten the quads, tighten your hamstrings, your calves, your glutes. Yeah, just tighten them slightly. Keep breathing. Yeah, big breath here. Exhale it out. Now on your next inhale breath, you're going to flip your right palm up. And then on your next inhale, you're going to bring that right hand, those right fingers up towards the sky, and just let your back hand drop down and rest onto that back leg. Coming into reverse warrior. Good. Now on an inhale breath, press into your toes, your right toes, and simply start to straighten the right knee, coming into reverse triangle. And then reach that upper arm maybe a little bit further back. Yeah, oh boy, opening up that solar plexus. Breathe. Take the effort out of the pose. Try to relax. Back out if you're feeling yourself a little bit too tense. Good. And then as you exhale, just simply bring the upper body back up. Float that arm down. Good. And then we're going to turn those right toes in. Good. We're going to go right over to the other side because you're practicing yogis here, right? So warrior two on this side. So now left toes are out to the side. Right toes are either forward or angled in slightly. Good. And we're going to stretch our arms out to either side. Shoulders right above the hips. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, slowly bend that knee. Yeah, that left knee now. Good. And again, knee doesn't want to come, our body's not coming forward. Our shoulders remain above our hips, knee right above the heel. Good. Look over that left middle fingernail. Find your breath. Big breath in. And as you exhale, just feel your body soften. Yeah. Good. Right now, we're going to flip the left palm up on an inhale breath. You're going to reach the left fingertips up towards the sky. That front knee staying bent. Right hand rests onto the right back thigh. Left fingertips reach up. Again, just as high as is comfortable on your body. Good. And breathe. And then taking a big breath in, you're going to slowly straighten that left knee and maybe reach the left arm up and over just a little bit more. Feel nice big opening in that whole left side body. Breathe. And as you exhale, slowly float that arm down. Yeah, and just make your way out of the pose, pressing down into your left foot maybe to straighten the left knee. Pivot your left toes in, heel, toe, your feet back. Or you can just grab onto your chair. Yeah, good. Now, I haven't forgotten about warrior one on the other side. So we're going to take now, if you're standing, this left foot and step it back. So either on the ball of your foot to start, get a nice stretch in that front thigh, and then we're going to drop that back heel down onto the floor. Good. All right, maybe you can heel toe your front leg, that right leg out to the side a little bit, and there's a little bend in this knee, in this right knee. Good. We're going to put our hands on our hips on this side, and we're going to square our hips to the front of the room. We're moving those hip bones forward. And then relax the arms down, lift them forward and up. Find yourself in this warrior one pose on this side. And take a big breath in and exhale it out. And just as a reminder, any of these poses don't need to look and shouldn't look like mine, right? You should just be doing with your body what is comfortable on your body. So if your arms are here, that's perfect for you. If you're straining to get them higher, that's not perfect for you. Another big breath in. Exhale, see if you can sink down just a little bit deeper with your upper body and your hips. And then on your next exhale breath, just bring your arms forward. Good. Go ahead and grab onto your chair. Maybe you come up onto the ball of that back foot, lean forward and draw that foot forward. Good. And then just kick it out. Good. All right, coming to a little bit wider stance here. And just to get the tension out of the hips, little hip circles, so bend the knee slightly and just do some nice slow hip rotations. And if you're feeling really sturdy, you can even close your eyes here. We'll talk about that a little bit, but the eyes are the doorway of the mind, right? And so we get distracted a lot with our eyes open. So when we close our eyes, we get to feel a little bit more what's going on in the body. Yeah, because it sort of calms down the mind and makes it centered. And now we're going to reverse and go the opposite direction with the hips. If you're seated, you're just doing body rotations, upper body rotations with your upper body, right? Because hips are grounded. Good. And we're going to come back to center. Good. And we're going to bring feet back to hip distance apart. Okay, so we're going to go into downward facing dog here. I'm going to use my chair. So your chairs are in front of you, making sure that there's no wheels on your chair. You're not using your office chairs, right? And then we're going to come into down dog. So basically, you can also, like if you have a table or a desk nearby, you can also bring your hands onto a table. Because basically what we're going to do is we're just going to start to step back and bring our hips back. So you're either hands planted on a table or on your chair, right? If you're seated, you're just bowing your body forward, coming into a forward fold. Good. Then once here, we're going to bend your knees a little bit. You're going to drop your head between your arms as far as is comfortable on your body. You're going to take a nice big breath in, and like we did in Sphinx pose, as you exhale, just feel your chest melt towards the floor. Knees are soft, right? And chest and belly, maybe your hips are reaching back just a little bit. The nice whole back body stretch. One more deep breath in and exhale it out. Now we're going to look forward and we're going to just simply start to bring our body back up. Yeah, good. Come back to the back of our chair. Relax the arms down. Excuse me. Inhale, lift the shoulders up and roll them back and melt them down. Good. And then just shake out the hands, kick the feet. Again, our hands can go up and out. And just a reminder, again, during the course of your day, if you've been sitting for a little bit, then your mind starts to make things up, right? So just stand up and shake, kick, move. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to meet back to our seats with those that are already seated. Good. All right, I'm going to readjust this again a little bit. Okay, so we're going to spend some time here. We're at the front of our chair here. Again, springtime is a great time to detoxify, so we're going to do some eagle pose, some squeezing. Yeah, also good for this area. So we're going to begin with taking, if it's comfortable for you, your right leg and either crossing at your ankles, so you're crossing at your ankles, or you're going to cross your legs. Whatever's more comfortable on your body. It doesn't matter, whichever is more comfortable. Neither are comfortable. You can just stay with feet about 6 inches apart. Okay, so I'll stay here on my at my ankles. So if you're at your ankles, again, scoot it as far forward in your chair as is comfortable and as you feel sturdy. You'll get a lot more opening for this pose, right? So if you're up high, you're going to lift your toes up and feel the stretch already in here, just lifting your toes up as opposed to forward. Yeah. And then you're going to take a big breath in and lift the chest. If you're crossed at your ankles, same thing. Big breath in. We're just going to get a little hip opener before we go into eagle. And then you're going to exhale and slowly lean the body forward. Good. And then we're going to slowly bring the body back up. Good. All right, and so if you're up top here, you're going to either, again, slide your leg across or you're going to cross at your ankles. So we want our legs sort of together here. So either crossed or at your ankles. You're going to float your arms forward. You're going to drop your left hand below your right and cross your arms. Then you're going to bring your palms back towards the back wall there. And then you're going to bend your elbows and bring your hands onto your shoulders. Good. And then you're going to crawl your little fingers back a little bit as far back as you can to give yourself a nice hug. Good. So this is an eagle pose. If you would prefer full eagle arms, up to you. You can bring your fingertips up towards the sky, right? If not, you're going to stay right here. Good. We're going to lift our elbows up and we're going to lift our chin and look up. So get a nice tall spine. Take a big breath. As you exhale, tuck your belly button in, round your back and drop your head. Yes, we're just draping our upper body forward. And now take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, squeeze your arms together, squeeze your legs together. Lots going on here. Tuck your belly button in, lift your pelvic floor muscles, even engage your anal sphincter muscle that you're sitting on. Yeah, all those muscles, just tighten them. Squeeze your arms, squeeze your legs. It's almost like you're a dish rag and you're wringing out any built up fluid in your body, but you're breathing. Don't stop breathing. And then squeeze everything just a little bit tighter. And then as you exhale, relax your body. Gently press down into that standing left foot to slowly bring your body back up. Good. And then relax your arms down. We're just going to untie here. We won't go up. All right. And then uncross the legs. Good. Inhale, lift the shoulders up and back and down. Okay, so we're going to do that same series on the other side. So you're either crossed over here at your ankles, or you can bring your ankle right above this right leg, right? Either one. Good. I'm a little tight on this side, so I'm going to go back down to my hip. But if you're up here, you're going to lift your toes up. And if you're at your ankles, you're just going to relax that left leg out. Good. And then we're all going to lift our chest and look up. Good. And as you exhale, press your belly forward. So pressing that belly button forward, feel your low back draw in, and then just bring your upper body to look towards the floor. Try to keep your heads right above your shoulders. Don't drop your head down. It's a little hard on the back. And breathe here. Nice big breath. And as you exhale, see again if you can get that sensation of melting your belly and your spine down towards the floor. Again, like we did in Sphinx and Down Dog. And then inhale, slowly bring your body back up. Good. And so either remaining with your leg crossed at your ankle. If you're up here, probably it'll be okay for you to cross your legs. If that's not comfortable for you, cross at your ankles. Ankles or legs. Good. Float your arms out in front of you. This time, right hand drops below the left. We are crossing, making a big X. Yeah, we're going to bring our palms forward, bend your elbows, and grab your shoulders. And try to crawl your hands a little bit as far back onto your shoulder blades as you can. Again, on this side, if you want to do eagle arms, you can bring your fingertips up towards the sky. But not if you're here, because then there's not enough of a stretch. I prefer you stay here. Okay, then lifting your elbows and lifting your chin. And get a nice big deep breath in, fill your lungs. And as you exhale, tuck your belly button in. And start to round your back towards the back of your chair. Just drop your head nice and comfortably. And now here's where we do the squeeze, squeezing out all that built up fluid in our lymphatic system. So take a big breath in. And as you exhale, squeeze your legs together, squeeze your arms together, lift your pelvic floor muscles up, belly button tucks in, and you're breathing. So there's a lot going on. You're squeezing, but don't stop your breath. For 2, squeeze everything just a little bit tighter. And as you exhale, relax your whole body. Let it relax. Good. And then slowly press down into your right foot as you bring your body back up. And this time we're going to lift our elbows up a little higher. And then we're going to lift them up even higher. And then maybe we're just going to slowly open, like all of these beautiful spring flowers that are happening right now. And just make it nice and slow and pretty. Good. And then relax the arms as the arms float down. And we're going to uncross. All right, nice work, everybody. You're going to lean forward and scoot now your hips as far back into your chair as you can. And so we're going to do a little bit, we're going to talk about our eyes. So just sitting with your spine nice and erect. Good. And then you're just going to lower your gaze to about a foot in front of your knee. So you're looking at the floor with your eyes. They're not closed, but you're just looking at your at the floor. Eyes are soft, spine is erect, the body is relaxed. So as I mentioned before, our eyes are the doors of the mind. And our eyes are connected to our emotions. So for example, we're just going to do a little play here with our eyes. So bring your gaze to the upper left side, like you're looking to the left and up a little bit. And this typically when we're in that state of mind of wandering or doubt or something like, you know, what's that person up to? Or will this investment really pay off? We tend to look up and to the left. Yeah. And then now we're going to just sort of look the opposite way. We're going to look up and to the right. And that is related to something like, you know, like, where did I put my keys? Have any of you ever thought about that? Where did that go? And that's the tendency of the eyes. They may do that, right? Look up to the upper right. So that's how we know we're linked. Our emotions are linked to our eyes and our eyesight. Good. And then when now we bring both eyes sort of up towards the sky, that's sort of like when we're in a state of daydreaming, like, wow, what would happen if I won the lottery? And what could I buy with all that money, right? So this is just a little, I thought, interesting game. Good. And now when we look down and to the left, that brings up our ego. So when we're in our ego sometimes, right? Don't you know who I am? Type of things going on in our mind. And if we look down and to the right, that has a tendency to say, hey, who do you think you are? You know, a little bit more of that ego, that judgment. Good. And then typically when both of our eyes are down back to that 30 degrees, that foot in front of our knees, that's when our mind starts to go inward. Yeah, that's why when our eyes are dropped or closed, we're able to shut down that mind a little bit better. So typically when we're happy, our eyes are open, right? And then when we're scared, they're open even wider. And when we're enjoying something, our eyes are open. And when we don't like something, we squinch. So these are just all examples of how our eyes are so connected to our mind. So we're going to be moving and doing some work with our eyes before we go into meditation today. Okay, so we're going to start with just rolling our eyes in a clockwork circle. So just begin to lift them up and over to the right and down and over to the left. And just at your own pace, just start to roll your eyes around. Now, as you're rolling your eyes, if you feel that they're sort of feeling stuck and that they're just not smoothly rolling around, it could be a sense of being stuck, right, at some point. And it could be that you're an indication of being in stress, right? So just practicing with rolling the eyes around. And then next time the eyes come down, just now roll them in a counterclockwise. So try not to move your head. We're just nice and calmly rolling our eyes counterclockwise. And just observe how that feels. No strain, no stress. It should not be uncomfortable. Good. Now begin to blink your eyes, open and closed, as quickly as you can. Just keep blinking. Yeah, blink, blink, blink. So this improves the circulation in our eyelids. So it's healthy for our eyes. So keep blinking. You may start to feel like the eyelids are getting a little heavy. Keep blinking. Yeah. Good. A little bit more. Keep blinking, blinking, blinking. Maybe a little faster. And then relax. Now squeeze your eyes tight, shut. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze your eyes tight. And now open your eyes as wide as you can. And then again, squeeze your eyes, shut, shut, shut. And open your eyes. And relax your eyes now. I want you to look to the left. So we're just using our eyeballs. If you have a tendency to move your head by looking to the left, you can hold onto your chin. But you're just going to glide your eyes over to the left. Head is staying forward. And now we're going to do something funny. We're going to stick out our tongue, and you're going to draw your tongue over to the right as you're looking to the left. And then relax your tongue back in. Bring your gaze back forward. We're going to do that on the other side. So this is fun, right? We're going to look over to the right. Again, just with the eyes. Hold your chin if you want to have that tendency to move your head as well. Good. So we're looking to the right now. Again, we're going to stick out our tongue and move our tongue, slide it over to the left. Yeah. And breathe as you're doing this. And if somebody walks into the room, they'll probably get a good laugh. And then relax your tongue back in, draw your eyes back forward, and again, begin to blink your eyes. So we're really working these eyes. You know, we can do this occasionally to help us to calm down that mind. Good, good, good. Blink, blink, blink. A little bit more. And then just softly close the eyes. Good. Now a couple more things here. We're going to take our tongue and we're going to press it into the left cheek, the left inside of your cheek, and try to stretch your left cheek out to the side. And then relax. And you're going to take your tongue to the right side, slide it to the inside of that right cheek, and try to press that cheek out to the right. And then relax. Good. And now go ahead and making sure that you're nice and comfortable. Keep the eyes nice and closed. They did some good work for you today. Hopefully calming down all of those tendencies of our mind. Hands are relaxed on your lap. The spine still is erect, but the body is nice and loose. And bring your attention to that solar plexus that we were talking about, that area that we were holding, that stomach area. Just bring your attention there. Good. And then let's keep our attention there as we take a nice slow breath in, all the way to the top, and then slowly breathe out. And again, take a nice slow breath in and breathe out. Now we're going to say the sound 3 times. So not but That's that area of the solar plexus that we're going to ignite. So we're going to take a nice gentle breath in through the nose. And softly as you exhale, just exhale with the sound of Notice the vibration. Relax. I'm going to do 2 more. So taking a nice slow breath in. And as you exhale, exhale the sound of And 1 more. Nice big breath in. Relax. Let go of all of your efforts. Simply relax. Relax the face, the head, your shoulders, your arms, palms, thighs, your hips, all of your internal organs in that solar plexus. Stomach, liver, pancreas, the very center of our body is precious. Pay full attention to the solar plexus. Breath is soft, relaxed. Now let go of everything. No more effort. Relax. Body is still. The mind is quiet. And the breath is feeble. Bring your awareness to how you feel. Slowly bring your awareness back to that solar plexus area. Again, a lot of emotions happening in this area. So when we're open and calm, we're able to go through those, make our way through those emotions, and come out the other side. Become aware of your physical body. It's a gift that we've been given from nature. So honor your body. And take a deep breath in and breathe out. Feel the body relax. Feel the eyes relaxed. Mind quiet. And slowly begin to wiggle your toes and wiggle your fingers. Movement back into your body. Remaining relaxed. Begin to become aware of sounds around you. sounds outside, sounds in the room that you're seated. And again, take a nice big deep breath in, fill up your heart and your lungs. And as you exhale, relax the body. Bring a little smile to your face. And bring your hands into Anjali Mudra, prayer position. And rest your thumbs onto your beautiful heart. Take another nice big deep breath in. And as you exhale, just gently drop your forehead towards your fingertips, relaxing your head. Feel your shoulders relax, bodies relaxed and loose. I'm closing practice today with this quote. Do not run away from emotions. Remain strong and centered in the midst of changing emotions. Break your patterns that hold you back so that you can become your true self. When you feel ready and complete and at your own speed, gently begin to flutter those eyelids again. Flutter them open, let the light in slowly as you lift your head. Thank you all for coming and taking care of yourself today on this beautiful day. Have a lovely life. Namaste.